Guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over College Game Day Week 13 with retired YouTuber PSU Boys.
Hey guys, this week is going to be amazing. There's 7 ranked teams out of the 8 teams we're talking about. This never happens, so let's get right into it.
For our first game, we have it's on Saturday, 3:30, Fox. Kansas, who upset BYU last week, versus Colorado, who won by a lot. I think Kansas is the underdog here, and I believe they're going to win. If they won against number 9 BYU, that's pretty hard to do. And all their games have been close. So, they should win this game. What do you think, PSU Boys?
I disagree with that. I think Colorado should win this one. I think Colorado, they score more points per games. They allow less points per games. The only thing I could see happening this week is the passing yards. If Colorado can find a way to pass the ball well, they use their receivers to lure it out of pocket, create some havoc on them. I don't think Kansas can stop that. Kansas is 3-2 in their last 5. Their spread is 4-6-0, so that means they've won 4 games against the spread and lost 6 against the spread. So yeah, I think this is gonna be an interesting one. Our next game is number 14 BYU and number 21 Arizona State. What do you have to say about this game, ball boy?
Well, I think BYU coming off a tough loss. I feel like Arizona State is going to lose. I think BYU, I feel like they were overhyped and they thought they were going to win this game, the last game easy. So now that they understand that some teams are really good, but they're not unranked, I feel like BYU is going to win this one.
I disagree with that statement. I think that Arizona State has lost to 2 pretty good teams at the time they played them. Texas Tech started the season very hot. They started 5-1. They beat Arizona State 30-22, and they also lost to Cincinnati, but that's just a mishap. But last week they beat ranked Kansas State, and the week before that they beat UCF. So I think if Arizona starts strong, they use the home crowd. The home crowd gets into it. They can make their kicks. That was a very big struggle to begin the season off. They can make their kicks and they score a decent amount of points. I don't see there's a way that Arizona State loses this game.
For our next game, we have number 19 Army versus number 6 Notre Dame. It's Saturday, 7:30 on NBC. I have Notre Dame winning this one. I don't think Army has a chance against Notre Dame. Notre Dame has done really well this year, and I get that Army is good, but they're not as good as Notre Dame.
Well, I think it's going to be a close one. I do have Army winning this one. I think that if they can start strong, Bryson Daly, the QB, averages 132.8 rushing yards per game. Their QB, he also throws for roughly 80 a game. I think if he can start strong, if he can get the ball moving on the ground, there's no way this Notre Dame defense can stop him. I think this Notre Dame defense is very good. They only allow 11.4 points per game for the opposing team, which is 3rd best in the country, and only 150 passing yards, which is 2nd best in the country. So this is going to be a very close matchup. I think under the lights it's going to be kind of hard for Army, but if they can start strong, they win this game.
For our last game, we have number 5 Indiana versus number 2 Ohio State. This is Saturday, noon on Fox. I don't think this should be a noon game. I think this should be at 7:30 instead, because this is a great game. And if this will be a close game. I think Ohio State's going to win this one. though, I feel like they've done really well. I get they have one loss against Oregon, but that makes sense. Oregon's really good this year. So, I think Ohio State is going to win this one.
I disagree with that. I think Indiana is going to win this game. I think Indiana has a very good offense and defense. They score a lot of points every game.
Well,
And I don't see a way that if Indiana puts up this amount of points that they're looking like they're gonna, they lose. You have anything to say about that?
well, I just think Indiana, they've been playing horrible teams.
I think that's a fair statement. I think that the last time they played Ohio State, they lost by 20 points, which isn't awful. They were unranked at the time, and they couldn't get a stop on defense. Ohio State had 380 yards in 31 and a half minutes of possession. If Indiana wants to win this game, they have to play defense and stop Ohio State's passing game. Ohio State averages 267.6 passing yards a game and rushes for 183.8 passing yards per game, which is roughly around which is roughly on the same percentage that Indiana allows. So this is going to be a very close game. I have Indiana by a field goal in the final seconds of the game, which will crush Ohio State's hopes of making it to the playoffs and the Big Ten championship game. And Indiana is a lock.
Okay, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a brand new video. And thank PSU boys for coming on here. And we'll see y'all on the next one. And good.